Hey, Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give it honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who have told me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth. And like to do so, it's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, I can get something from this video. Basically, I'm going to go through Baruch, the second chapter. I have mentioned it in my last video, and I'm going to get a couple scriptures on it in this video, just to show you that, the Bible is a living book, man. It's not like the Quran. It's not like the Book of Mormon. It's not like even different translations of the Bible. If you don't have the KJV, right, you're going to miss a lot of the information. You're not going to be able to really break it down. Really, if you don't have the Spirit, you're not going to be able to break it down. But that's why you have to go to the KJV. And it has the Apocrypha as well, which Baruch is in the Apocrypha. If you don't have the Apocrypha, then you're going to miss out. You can't really line up, history, you know what I mean? And I believe the reason why they took, the Bible Destruction Group, the reason why they took the Apocrypha out is because, it tells you, who Esau is. It tells you how Gad and the northern tribe got over here to the Americas. It goes and tells you about the siege. It tells you, it goes into detail as far as history, okay, in certain books, and also, like the Book of Sirach is one of my favorite books. I mean, that book alone, allows you, how Jake say it in the world, it gives you game, right? It gives you game. It will allows you to understand, what's or allows you to understand what's going on and how to walk, in this present time. And allows you to understand the importance of wisdom, you know what I mean? And the importance of serving the Lord and seeking wisdom, you know what I mean? And the importance of being righteous, because a lot of people in the world don't understand what's the benefit of being righteous. The benefit of being righteous is, A, it's the perfect way to live. B, it keeps you away from death. C, right, that's the only way you can really have salvation, because if you're practicing righteousness, then what? You're going to have works that show your faith. See, a lot of people that, may be in these churches or be in these certain religions, right, they speak, they speak about, with their mouths. They're mouth servants. They're not doers. They're talkers. Okay, see, a doer, right, is somebody who has works put behind what they believe in, See, us by our works. See, people could say what they want to say about us as far as being on the highways and byways, or as far as breaking down the scriptures, or whatever they want to say, right? Whatever their, incredulity leads them to, right? But they can't say that we're not consistent as far as breaking down the scriptures. They can't say that we're not consistent as far as putting up videos. They can't say we're not consistent as far as going out on the highways and byways, teaching and preaching His word. They cannot say that we're inconsistent on what we believe in, because you got everyday Christians or everyday religious people, right? That, okay, I believe in this part one day, and then I believe in this part the other day. See, we believe in the whole Bible, okay? And we teach out of the whole Bible, including the Apocrypha. We don't just teach out of the New Testament like the majority of, your pastors are doing things of that nature, because they think that the Old Testament is done away with because they lack understanding. They don't understand the scriptures, nor do they want to understand the scriptures, you know what I mean? Because they're there for motivational, purposes. They're not there for righteousness, and a lot of pastors, and, I might, this is my opinion, a lot of pastors won't be pastors if we didn't pay, you know what I mean? And that's how you really could tell who's a servant of the Lord or not, because we don't get paid for this, okay? But we do in a spiritual sense, okay? Because we lay our treasures up in heaven where rust no moth can corrupt, nor where thieves can break through and steal. So we have spiritual gifts, right? And really, to be honest with you, the gift that we seeking for is to be one with the Lord, to have some type of protection in the time to come, because you hear famines, you hear wars and rumors of wars, just like the scriptures say, right? You hear earthquakes in diverse places. It was just another earthquake, right? So these are birth pains before Yahweh Shai comes back, man, okay? But let me grab this, man. I did a video on this before, but I'm going to grab it again. If it's your first time watching my channel, I'm going to kind of grab this again. I'll just show you that prophecy is where the book is alive, through prophecy. Okay, because it tells you what happened, what's currently happening, and what's going to happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is Baruch 2 and 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves." Now, Israel is what? Scattered abroad. They're not in Israel right now. It says what? A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. So a heathen is actually in Israel right now. Okay. Now, according to, as far as our curses, right, we'll be spread out across the four corners of the earth. And this is why you get that's why it says Israel is a speckled bird, and that's why in Hosea it tells you that Ephraim is a cake unturned. If you cook a pancake, right, on one side, okay, and don't cook it on the other side, right, then what? One side is going to be dark. Once the side you didn't cook it on is going to be light. Okay. And this is because we're spread across, the four corners of the earth, and nobody mates like Jake. Okay. Nobody has, offspring more than Jake. Like, I got a big brother. My big brother, he has what? He has 13 kids by 11 different women. You know what I mean? So it's like, now in this world, obviously that wouldn't be the wise thing to do, but back then that's normal. And in the kingdom, that's going to be normal. Back when we were in rulership, Solomon, he had 700 wives and 300 concubines. He had 1,000 women. Okay. And in the kingdom, we're going to have a lot of women, man. How you think we're going to bring the nation of Israel back? Okay. It says the little one should become many. We're going to have generations, man. Okay. This is Baruch 2, back in Baruch 2 and 30, it says, "For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves." And we are remembering ourselves. That's why you got men like me teaching and preaching the word and bringing out scriptures. It says, "And shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear." See, the Lord gave us an heart and ears to hear. Okay, because what? We've been so long without our inheritance. We've been so long without knowing who we are. Okay, and that was prophecy as well. You can read that in Hosea. I think it's the 3rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken. We've been so long, man, where we haven't, or it's the 2nd chapter, where we haven't had any nationality, or we're not recognized as far as the nations among the heathen. Because the heathen nations rule, and we're not recognized as far as, the different nations on earth. As a matter of fact, if you look at the NWO, they don't have an Israelite representative. Okay, because they don't look at Israelites as even people, to be honest with you. And they seek to what? Take our name away. Seek to what? Take our race away. Okay, so to speak. Okay, but guess what? The real NWO is the issue in the kingdom, issue in righteousness. Okay, not this wickedness, because according to the mind of the heathen, right? They think they're gonna, do this and do that and get away with the shit that they think they're gonna get away with, but they're not. They really put themselves in a trap, to be honest with you. Okay, it says, "But the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves," like we are. It's 31. It says, "And shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name," which proves that what? We know the name. That's why we pray the name. The name of the Father is Yahweh. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, "And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And that land is what? Israel. Okay, and right now we're driven out of the land. Okay, but my point was up. It says, "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name." It says, basically that's, it says, "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name." Now, when we go to Baruch 4 and go down to the last verse, it says what? "Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away." Who sentest away? The Lord sent what? His sons away, which is what? Israel. Okay. "They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One," which the word of the Holy One is this truth. Okay. It says, "Rejoicing in the glory of the Lord." Okay. So both Judah and Israel, right, are coming together, right, teaching and preaching his word. Okay. And you see that on the highways and byways. And this is the first time this has ever been done. That's how you know it's of the Lord. It's not of men. Because scripture say if it was of men, it would come to naught. This is Jeremiah 50 and 4. It says, in those days and in that time, said the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. See, both the southern and the northern tribes, right? Judah being the southern, Israel being the northern tribes, shall come together. It says, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord Yahweh their power. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. Yeah, we decreased as a people. It says they have forgotten their resting place. Okay. So what now? But what? We're coming together, teaching and preaching his word, seeking the Lord. And this is evidence of the end. And that's prophecy, man. Okay, that's prophecy, contrary to popular belief. Whatever you want to, that's prophecy. Okay. So again, man, just quick video. Lord, video is edifying. Lord, I got something from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim. Wakakadash, I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing. Again, man, this is a living book. Okay, you can't get it, you can't get around it. Here it is. Like, it was a dude in our camp who used to say this, right? And it was actually one of the smartest things he said. He says, so you got a manual to your car, you got a manual to your phone. Okay, those things are tangible. Those things are, material. The scriptures is a manual to your life. Okay, and I always remembered that. You know what I mean? Yeah, the scriptures. So you can have all these tangible to so-called assets in this world, right, or material things, right? But you don't have one to the most precious thing, which is life. See, the scriptures is to your life. Okay, so manual to how you're supposed to live. Okay, and this is a book of prophecy. Okay, so with that, again, Lord, when it was edifying, I want to say shalom.